Hey guys, Gon here. So I wanted to put out a video today because we have the 6th anniversary coming. I'm very excited for that. I'm curious who we're gonna get. I think we might get a. I've heard rumors of a King and Diane duo, just like we got the Melly Liz duo, and I'm really excited about that. But I also am super excited for Brunhild because let me tell you, when Brunhild came out, many of you probably saw I used her as my representative forever because look how awesome she is. She is definitely waifu material. So I am very happy that and very surprised that we got an LR Brunhild. Although as much as Red Brunhild is awesome, but I think a Green Brunhild would have been good because Green Brunhild is just such a great PvE unit. So it would have been nice to have seen a an LR version of her, but I'm still very happy because Brunhild is Bay. The only other Bay I love almost as much as Brunhild is Freya, because look how awesome Freya is. She's just oof. Definitely simping over a little bit, but I wanted to show some teams with Brunhild. I've been having fun with this one team, and I hope you guys like it. First, let's go into Brunhild's kit. First, I'll be the first one to say, I definitely think she is not the best LR if you are looking for it. Obviously, the best LR is still going to be Liz, especially for all the PvE content. In usability, Liz is still broken. Basically, what they did with the new LR Brunhild is they gave her more damage. Her single target now decreases HP, which is pretty nice. It's not too much, but it does decrease the HP. They increased the weak point, which if you guys remember when this Brunhild came out, especially if you did the top 100 PvP, Brunhild would just wipe out teams with her weak point, which was just nutty. And then they also buffed her ult where she got increased stats here. What they've really done with her is her passive increases the hero's basic stats by 12% for every human or Ragnarok. So now she's usable on humans and Ragnarok. Before she used to just be usable on Ragnarok. Now it's both, and she this is the same passive we've always had. Decrease all enemies attack related stats by 15%, and their defense percent stats by 15%, which is also really good. Unfortunately, though, it will has to apply when you go first. So if you're going second, it won't apply until after the first turn. And then it says for each debuff applied to enemies, the hero's attack related stats increase by 7%. That's always been a gimmick with Ragnaroks. They do more damage with the debuffs on them. And then it says the hero's damage taken decreases by 1% and crit damage increases by 3% for every 2% of remaining HP. So basically what that means is that as she gets lower, less HP, she gets tankier. And then it says the hero's weak point ignores 50% of the target's crit resistance. So pretty much now you are guaranteed to crit. And she's always had this nice little effect on her that says that only one debuff can be on her, and when she's debuffed, her attack is just increased by 20%. So I haven't really had a lot of success with humans with her, mainly because Hell is broken. But I wanted to try some Ragnarok teams with her, and I'm going to do some normals with her. This is kind of what I've settled on. I've done Hel, Ragnarok Diane, Brunhild, and I really like this Roxy because, it's sad Ragnaroks don't really have a great backline unit. So I was trying to think who I could use, and I was realizing I was running into a lot of people using Suicide. So why not stop the Suicide with Roxy? And if I do manage to make it work, I get tankier and tankier because of the passive, where if I kill something, it increases my max HP by 2% up for each buff, and it just gets tankier and tankier. So I've been having fun with this. I'm going to show you some matches. For Hel, I'm using Escanor because I want her to be as tanky as possible. I like the Diane a lot because one, her passive buffs up the team. If we didn't know what her passive does, when everybody has lower HP, her relic does when everybody has lower HP, they get more attack related stats. So she's just supporting the team, making everybody hit harder. And she has the damage dealt passive where you can only do 50% in one turn. So that's really nice, and that's why I have the Tarmiel link here. For the Brunhild, I have Sabnak here because I want her to hit as hard as possible, and then I want the highest CC link, so I do the Melly Liz for the Roxy. So, let's do a couple normal matches. I'll give you my train of thought, and after we're done doing the normal matches, we will do some gear, so you can see how strong this team is in geared. Okay, so we got someone using a human team. I'm using a Ragnarok team. So we're honestly going to do a triple AoE situation. So he has his buff here. Luckily for me, though, I do have a buff strip with this Diane. But honestly, I think I'm just going to go bam. I'm going to go bam. And then I'm going to go bam. Oof! This is how old school Ragnarok works. These are going to be some fast matches. This Brunhild is sick. Sorry, my friend. Did you see how much damage that did with just one? Fun. Okay, so let's see what we got next. This time we have... Is it going to be someone experimenting with a Brun, or is it going to be somebody just doing a... Okay, we got AA. CC's kind of low, so it could be using dodge food. So what I'm going to do is... I mean, we got double weak point. We go ham, right? Ham. And I get more debuffs. Let's see it. Okay. 561, and this should kill the Ludo. This should kill the Mael. And the Melly Liz. Okay. Now we just have... Okay, so now we do have to worry about the Melly, but luckily we have a damage cap on us, so we should be fine there. Again, we have the damage cap on us, so we are good there. Ooh, I can't. I was going to kill the Elat, but now I'm definitely not going to kill the Elat. So we're going to do this. We'll do this. Now we have our ult. I mean, he had that shield up and I still did 140k. That's a decent amount of damage. He could technically kill... Oh no, he's just going to go for... It's a bot, so it's going to go for the Diane. But we should be fine here. I'll lose the Diane. But she gets the retrogression, so she's fine. Alright, let's see how hard this Brunhild ult hits. So he has a lot of debuffs on him. Let me add this other debuff. We'll do that, and then we'll do the weak point. Alright, let's see it. Single target ult, LR unit, brand new, let's see it. 2.1 mil, it's actually pretty insane. Ooh. And the good thing about the Brunhild ult is it always does, it heals up the team. So if you get it off, you just haven't seen damage. That was actually pretty insane. I'll do one more normal, and then I'll switch over to elite. But I'm having a lot of fun with this team so far. Definitely, like, no PvE usage. She's definitely a PvP unit. And the good news is she'll probably be she's useful for humans and useful for Ragnarok units. She'll definitely have a place in Guild Wars. Okay, so we got a mirror hell team. Alright, so who has my Tarmail link? Alright, so let's have some fun. We're gonna do this. This is going to kill. This is going to. Hold on. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the AoE, and then we're gonna see if we can kill the hell here. We do have a buff strip, so it should be pretty fun. Let's see it. Ah, beautiful. And then we, boom, dead. That's why this Diane is broken. We don't care about no blue buff hell. Okay. Shouldn't be able to kill me. I think we're good still. Ugh. We're good. Alright, so we're going to... I don't have any more weak points. I could just do this. I will do this. And then do this. Let's see if this can kill everything else. Oof. Getting carried by the hell. But Brun does actually some insane damage. Obviously, the damage here isn't going to look that insane because it's damage capped. But, I'm very impressed with this unit so far. Very fun unit. If you were around for the original Brunhild team in Guild Wars, it was insane. It would one-shot everything. Let's head over to Geared. I'll show you what I'm using. Alright, so I already pushed in the Challenger this week. As you saw me do PvP earlier when I was doing my Tristan matches. So what I am going to do, I want to be a little bit cheeky. Again, I have the Roxy in the backline, so if I run into any suicide people, I definitely can handle them. To try to survive like mirror matches, to survive other things, I'm changing up my gear a little bit. So what I'm doing for Hal is I'm doing HP crit damage with crit defense rolls. I'm going to do HP crit defense with Diane with crit defense rolls. And then I'm going to do attack crit damage with Brunhild with crit defense rolls in the middle. And that way the team is just a lot tankier. Backline units don't ever matter. I just want to maximize my CC. So I'm going to do HP defense. And I'm going to do card set number 50. If there's a surviving ally with the god characteristics, basic stats are increased by 5 and damage dealt is increased. So I have, you know, the hell here. She is a god, so she will boost up the rest of the team. There is other card sets that are usable, like if you want to do more damage. Obviously, I'm not anticipating going first, even though I usually go first most of the time. But if I was guaranteed to go first all of the time, there are some actually really good Ragnarok card sets. The one that comes to mind all the time is number 26. This one used to be busted because it increases basic stats of allies by 3% for every debuff and limit 6 times. So that actually, it used to be insane in Guild Wars because you would stack up these debuffs and your Ragnarok units would just get insane amount of stats. Other card sets that could be usable, let's see, we have it's Knighthood boss, that's dances. We do have this one. I don't really think this is that great. It decreases the allies damage, so that's not that great. The Valentine's one is not that can't be used. What do we got? We got this one, which is usable only with humans. So I wanted to use it. If I wanted to use a human team, I could use that one. This one's also pretty good. Humans and unknown races. This would be attack stats up to 9%. But I think we got the best one. This one's crit defense. I like the one that we have. We could try that. So I'm at 34k CC, which really isn't that high. Maybe I'll find some people that out CC me and we can see how fun that goes. But we should be pretty beefy with what we have. Alright, so we're going in. We have a hell team. Luckily, we're going first. Okay. So we, as always, we want to kill the hell. The hell is our main enemy. And that should be able to take it out. We got more debuffs, and we just destroy the Millum there. And now we don't have to worry about hell. We still have to worry about their Milim though. Milim is pretty scary, and they have their Rimurus to strip off my retrogression if they wanted to. Their Merlin's not really doing any damage. Good? Okay, we're still good. Alright, so I need to get rid of both the Milim and the Rimuru. Because obviously Milim just hurts. But the Rimuru is getting rid of my buffs and keeping my Diane alive. So what I want to do is we'll do this. We'll do this. Hopefully this can kill. Hell always hits like a truck, so let's see it. Okay, we killed the biggest threats. We should be fine. And that is a GG. Alright, let us head into our next match. Alright, what do we got now? We have... Okay, this is perfect. I was waiting for a suicide person. Because now I don't care about the Fraldrin. Because I have an Ultrain. So we're just going to go to town here. So we're going to go... Bam here. This here. And we're just gonna kill... We're gonna kill you, Hell. That's a casual 2 million damage, by the way, with no other cards. And we have the Yiha in the back. Oh, no, 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 no. I got my own retrogression effect now. We don't care about your retrogression. We're gonna strip that. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. Goodbye, my friend. We don't care about no suicide teams anymore. Mwahaha. Now we just gotta wait out this stupid... I swear this is probably like the most annoying passive I've ever had to deal with. We dead yet? There we are. And I got a nice little Roxy screenshot too. Roxy's still pretty wifey. Look at, she has them crazy eyes. I'll do a few more matches. That was, you can see I get to have enjoyment now when I do PvP and I play against Fraldrins. I think I'll do 2 more. We'll see what we got. Okay, we got... Oh, I'm so excited. I want it to be a real person, just so they can see the disappointment. So do this. Do this. And kill the Hell. It is annoying though that the Hell is not... Like, I guess she applies it again on herself. It's fine now. I should be fine. Alright, so we're gonna go... Have to kill a unit, otherwise I risk... I think, honestly, I can kill her very easily, so we're just gonna do this... This... And then... That. Honestly, probably should use the AoE first. Ugh, and we're dead. No more hell. And we don't have to worry about no ults. Ah, this is just so beautiful. Now the biggest annoyance is having to deal with this this Merlin. Our damage don't matter against this Merlin because we have to deal with the damage cap. Beautiful. She is waifu material, that is for sure. I'll do one more match for you guys and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on her. Alright, here we go. Another Prouder team? Oh, no. This one should just be easy then, because I am literally just going to go bam. Well, actually, no, we're going to do this first. We're going to do this first. Actually, no. This to get more debuffs, do the AoE, and then just our single target. And goodbye, hell. And we drew another weak point. Beautiful. Although the infect is really annoying with Diane, but we should be fine. Leave me alone, Bellum. We got our own retrogression, so we're good. Raymer, what are you doing with that gold card? Bam, bam, bam. We don't care. We do a 1.7 mil damage with our AoEs. And now we kill the Merlin. And then we should be dead. There we go. So yeah, my opinions on her, I think she's a great, fun unit. Obviously though, if you need the LR, if you have to save up your LR seals, there are definitely better LR units that you can do. Like, the Merlin is one of the best LRs right now. The best one I will stand by just for PvE content alone is always going to be the Elizabeth. Bond is usable, but not too much. In terms of PvE content, like you see some people running the Glocks is pretty good. With goddesses, some people don't run Tristan. Some people run Ludo. She's fine. Obviously, Milim's still broken. Rimuru is usable, but some of them are just not used at all. Like, when's the last time you saw somebody use poor Lilia, or when somebody would use Zeldris, or I mean, I don't think anyone ever used poor Galland, because he didn't even have a relic when he first came out. Diane's great. I will say Diane is great. Escanor used to be good. Melly used to be good. These are just all, they fell off. But, you know what's too good? The Liz. She's still one of the best. So, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I also have a Discord. You're more than welcome to join. I'll put it in the comments. Peace out.